also been to more than 38 countries. He is the recipient of many international institutional awards. The last week he talked about the dimensions of yoga, and today he will be talking about the new dimensions of yoga. Now I will hand it over to Sri Parthasarathi. Thank you.
Good. First of all, I have to congratulate Amrut. Most of us, even at our age, will be having stage fear when we come here. So, hearty congratulations to Amrut. In India, a new yoga center has been started in the name of Amrut Yoga Center in Girinagar, Bangalore. At Amrut Yoga Center is the Indian chapter of this Vasudeva Kriya Yoga. There they teach this Vasudeva Kriya Yoga. And first of all, let me congratulate all of you for actually becoming yogis, practicing and thinking and conceptualizing yoga. I must also take this opportunity to congratulate Rajendra and Sumana for thinking of good things and great things in life. Most of us, we have lost ourselves in the din and roar of the modern marketplace and the modern economy and economic problems. But Rajendra has given sincere thought to improve the conditions of body, the conditions of mind, the conditions of life and the quality of life of many of us. That is the reason why I have involved very actively with his Vasudeva Kriya Yoga. And most of the organizations who are running the yoga centers call it the yoga schools or yoga institutions, but he preferred to call it the Vasudeva Kriya Yoga. Vasu means prana, Deva means God. Asu means prana, prana means breathing. Breathing is life. And the God who would be actually triggering this breathing is called Pranadeva. Now the whole Vasudeva Kriya Yoga concept has been based on that. The exhaling, the inhaling, the breathing, the smooth breathing, soft breathing, lengthy breathing, which should and must result in enhanced lifespan with very good health throughout. So, with a lot of research and application of thought, this yoga system has been created so that gradual, normal enhancement of the life, stable health being made durable and stable, durability of the stable health. These are all so the long-term perspective and complete body-mind equilibrium and that in the mind, he has applied his conceptual thoughts into this and Vasudeva Kriya Yoga has been created. Yoga basically, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna makes a beautiful definition of yoga and so far nobody has beaten that definition. So many definitions have come for yoga, but yoga karmasu kaushalam. Yoga karmasu kaushalam means whatever work that you are doing, do it with kaushalya. Kaushalya means efficiency, effectiveness. Any work that you undertake, do it efficiently, do it effectively, do it excellently, do it exceedingly well, do it successfully. The moment somebody remembers your name, they must immediately think it is the name of success, it is a name of victory, it is a name of smile. So any work that you do have an edge and you must develop a cutting edge, and that cutting edge, providing that cutting edge is the object of the Vasudeva Kriya. Yoga karmasu kaushala means in the name of yoga, in the name of the philosophy, there is no question of escaping from the responsibilities and the duties. I go to yoga and I do meditation, so I don't want to do any work. Nothing doing. Yoga karmasu kaushala means you must do the karma You must do your work, but don't be over ambitious and don't be greedy there. Don't be greedy. God will provide for every need, but He will not cater to every greed. So yoga refers to doing the task, doing the efforts, putting the efforts, application in a very effective way. So the difference between yogic and non-yogic thing is, in non-yogic thing you are doing, in yogic thing you do it effectively. Yogatvam samuchyate, that means to say balance of mind and body, balancing the life, balancing the decisions, balancing relationship, balancing situations and circumstances is a remarkable concept. So that samatva balancing, samatva equanimity, samatva mind body perfect relationship and harmony. That is yoga. Yogatvam samuchyate. This body mind, but many a times the body beautiful and the body bountiful becomes so great, it overtakes, we don't know that we are the mind. So, in yoga karmasu kaushalam refers to do your duty, don't escape from that. Secondly, do it differently. Do it differently. Number 3, make it different by doing it effectively. So an edge of effectiveness and efficiency is added by these people who have practiced yoga. How it is possible? Number 1, increased reflex. Number 2, proactive and dynamic stretches. Number 3, total alertness at all times. For the yoga people, even in the yoga nidra, even when you go to yoga nidra, that alertness is there. It is not tamas. It is not tamas. Many people, when they just close the eyes, immediately they go deep sleep. That is tamas. Here in yoga nidra, it is the sattva, sattvic thing which is dominating, not the tamas. Madhvacharya 800 years ago has beautifully stated, Guru Bhangsha Chakarma Nijam Niyatam Haripada Vinamra Diyadam Harireva Paro Harireva Guru Harireva Jagat Pitrumatagati. Guru Bhangsha Chakarma Nijam Niyatam. Now we are here in Australia, we are here in Melbourne, we are doing some work, we are having this body structure. Our mental stature is like that, and we have this certain association, company, friendship, our family, all these things. Kuru bhungshvacha karma nijam niyatam. In this life, whatever work the God has entrusted you, do it sincerely and seriously. Whatever work the God has entrusted you, do it sincerely and seriously. Any work for that matter. And whatever situation in which you are placed, contribute to that situation very sincerely and seriously, effectively. Haripada Vinamra Dhiyasaktam. In fact, the whole concept of the Veda comes from this grace of the God. We call yoga as one of the branches of the Vedas. Yoga is one of the branches of the Vedas. Ayurveda is one of the branches of the Vedas. Ayurveda, yoga, pranayama, dhyana, nididhyasana or samadhi, these are all different stages, different types